past year, about 180 middle school students in both Israel and the West Bank have been learning to write and express themselves through a program established in Philadelphia in 2005. The Writers Matter program, which engages 950 students in 9 Philadelphia middle schools, in addition to the newer international program, encourages students to grow as both writers and empowered young adults through journaling and self-reflective writing. Students begin to share their stories with each other and the world, fostering communities of trust and understanding, as well as teaching students to speak up about issues that concern them, however big or small they may be. To celebrate the end of their first year of Writers Matter, 7 schools in Israel and the West Bank had a chance to gather together and meet each other. For 3 days in June 2012, students and staff from very different communities began the process to see the world through each other's eyes and hear each other's stories. Some students were Jewish Israelis, some Arab Israelis, and some Palestinians from the West Bank. Despite their differences, however, the students wrote about the same things: peace and the challenges of growing up in a conflict zone, as well as issues important to every middle schooler, things like sports, friends, family, and grades. One of the most incredible aspects of bringing the students together was watching them go from hesitant and shy with each other to open and willing to share their lives and experiences. For many students, it was the first opportunity they had to meet and talk to students from very different schools, backgrounds, and other religions.
From an academic standpoint, the benefits of the Writers Matter program are obvious and abundant. All teachers involved in the program had similar feedback about their students' achievements, improved abilities, increased interests in writing, and becoming more passionate about school. Teachers found that they were better able to understand their students through the writing tasks, promoting a more open and learner-centered classroom. Writers Matter gave many students their first opportunity to look inside of themselves and write about who they are as young adolescents. They were asked to write about what is important to them, not prompts or book reports. Students expressed that they now feel confident in their writing, that the program made them excited to put their thoughts onto paper. The Writers Matter program gave teachers a means of bringing students to a deeper level of learning and gave students a chance to have their voices heard.
While in the schools, it was evident that the passion for the Writers Matter program spanned well beyond the students and their newfound commitment to writing. Many of the teachers, administrators, and parents discussed the value and importance for an individual who bears witness to conflict and occupation to express him or herself. By bringing together the different groups of students, the audience for each writer tripled and allowed them to listen to the difficulties of students coming from many perspectives of the conflict. While participating in an activity that consisted of decorating umbrellas and flags, the students worked seamlessly to represent their realities in a tangible form. Naturally, the students expressed diverse things, some illustrating peace and equality between Israel and Palestine, while other groups focused on freedom, their desire to see places outside the wall such as Mount Carmel, and justice from occupation. For the 3 days, students were able to see beyond the differences that put literal barriers between them and create a support system that they mutually agreed was needed.
Despite all of the differences and challenges that the participants in the Writers Matter program regularly face, it was reassuring to see the students express typical teenage concerns. Even though these students have a reality of conflict, occupation, and fear, they still need to be heard for who they are as individuals. Whether in Philadelphia or the Middle East, the power of writing as a method of learning about oneself and others is invaluable. No matter where you are in the world, writers matter.